Attack commencing.
Reinhardt, wait.
Spot the payload.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Blake Damon here, and today I'm playing DPS at Havana. I picked Sombra because we have a dive tank, as well as two supports who could support a dive comp. I think the only anomaly was Ashe, but she can sort of shoot from far away, so she'd still work.
Oh god.
Catch you later.
I think the reason why we're not winning these team fights is partially my fault. No one's really harassing the supports, so they're just free to heal the Reinhardt. I feel like I should have been harassing them and distracting them from just healing their tank. And maybe that way our tank has a chance against the Reinhardt.
Ah, what am I doing?
Gotta go. My nano is administered.
To get a high ground. I think the reason why we lost that team fight is because the monkey was alone. He dived in, but we weren't able to follow since the Tourbillon ult blocked our way. I don't think he realized that we weren't following him, since when he was low in health, he didn't come back to us. So I guess the takeaway from this is going to be that if you do dive, make sure that your team is diving with you. A quick look behind to make sure your team can see you and somehow maybe support you from where they are. Otherwise, it's time to retreat.
Enemy turret offline. Somebody call.
I think we used one too many ults for this team fight. We had the Bob and then Moira's Coalescence, and then I stupidly joined in with my ult, which I feel was a bit of a waste.
Got an enemy here.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Okay, they have Cassidy!
Over there.
Oh yeah, I changed
Soy enemy turret destroyed.
Bye.
Over there. Enemy here. Gotta go. That takes the whole much better. Somebody call. Enemy turret.
Experience festivity.
That was a pretty good counter ult from the Zen. The enemy Kiriko had used her ult, and our Zenyatta ulted to negate the damage that was going to come through that ult. It would have made the Reinhardt's hammer swings devastating, which could have won them that team fight, but in this case it didn't. So yeah, thank you Zen for that ult.
Enemy spotted. Enemy turret.
Okay.
And I'm right now.
Bye.
I'm untouchable. Enemy turret destroyed.
I think we won this team fight because I was able to eliminate the Mercy before the team fight even started, which made it very difficult for the Kiriko to support the entire team by herself. And without enough sustain, the enemy team were pretty easy to pick off. So here's a perfect example of how going after the supports can win you team fights.
Oh god, he died. We have to wait. Yeah.
Yeah, if your tank has been eliminated, best not to push forward. It's best to wait and make sure you don't get eliminated while you're waiting. It'll only make the waiting time longer. And if you're escorting the payload, time is your enemy. Yeah, I did not see that trap there. I'm kind of surprised that it still worked, considering I just altered over the top of it. But the Overwatch universe isn't an exact science, so not all of it needs to make sense. At least though, now I know, Sombra's ult has no effect on Hog's trap.
Over here!
Damn it. Yeah, as you can see, I actually fumbled my throw. I meant to throw my translocator over the tanks, but instead it hit one, which left me in an awful position, and that's how I got eliminated.
Oh no.
There, I honestly shouldn't have tried to hack the pig. I should have just tried to hide in cover and give my supports the opportunity to heal me. So yeah, if you're low in health, don't try to be a hero. There's absolutely no shame in running and hiding. Especially if you're a Sombra, it's literally her playstyle. There I was trying to be the tank, not the brightest move. I don't think I had noticed that our tank had been eliminated. So my takeaway for this is going to be just to keep an eye on the kill feed. It might help you with knowing what's happening around you without having to look around. So yes, an eye on the kill feed. I really hate it when the Mercy manages to get off a res. I am a Mercy main and I know how difficult it is to pull it off. So I'm a little annoyed that she was able to pull it off when every single time I try to do the same move, I always end up getting eliminated. But yeah, it was a good res from the Mercy, I'll give her that.
Ultimate is charging up.
There I was just a little annoyed because Torbjorn was the only thing that was stopping us from capping that point.
Okay, finally. Torbjorn died.
Anyway, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share, and subscribe if you haven't already.
Open call!